All right, here we go. It is Wednesday, November 30th, 2022. And from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I'm Marshal Manlove from Delaware Sports and My Sports Reports. This is a special interview segment of our show. And in a few moments, we are going to meet the Delaware Division II State Boys Soccer Champions, the Buccaneers from Caravel. We met them last year. We're going to meet some new ones this year and some returning state champions from a year ago. But before I do that, let's just mention that this is brought to you by me, Marshal Manlove, stage hypnotist. If you would like a funny, fascinating, and memorable experience for a party or an event that you are having, please consider my stage hypnosis show. Details about which you can find at marshalmanlove.com. And also special thanks go out to Jazzercise in Middletown, one of the proprietors there. Runs a very active Facebook group page for parents of high school athletes, and they are kind enough to post up links to the videos that I produce in that group page. So I am happy to promote them in return. And now, hopefully when I hit this button, my guests will appear. Oh man, I like it when a plan works. Look at this. It's like I almost know what I'm doing. Wow. Oh, look at that. All right, well, right above my head here is the head of the head coach, Lance Berry. Welcome back, Mr. Berry. How are you today?
Good, pleasure to be back.
All right. Well, yeah, you won another championship, so that's always a happy thing to have happen, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so this is your sixth state championship for Caravel as the soccer team there. I actually refreshed my memory, watched the video of last year, and 8 of your players you have brought with you here today. Let me do this with you. Let me have you introduce them by name, and then we'll pass the laptop around and talk to them individually.
All right, sweet. So behind me right here, I have our goalkeeper, Alex Marte. Next to him, to his right, Mason Chapo. Next to him, Miles Hood. Zane Akhtar. Behind Zane is Finley Lum, Mikey Cook, Zed Akhtar, and Suyash Singh in the back there.
I recognize Mikey Cook's big smile back there. You got a state champion smile, man. You need an award just for that.
Yeah.
All right. So your team actually had a better year than it did last year. 13-2 in the regular season, and then swept through the state tournament. Obviously, that's how you get there. But when I mean sweep, like nobody scored against you.
Nope.
That's fantastic. And that would be partially because of your goalie there, I'd imagine. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Pitching shutouts. Yeah. Good for you, man. And you're Finley, right?
No, this is Marte.
Marte, sorry.
Yeah, Alex Marte.
Okay, Alex. Finley's upper left-hand corner there. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you 2 are the new guys. 2 of the 3 new guys there. Yeah, you guys didn't even let in a goal until your 7th game of the season. Yep. Talk about your approach to defense this year.
So we always talk about before each game that if you don't give up a goal, you can't lose the game. And while it's a big attest to what Marte does in goal, but it's also what the back four does. And it also stems all the way up to the striker, right? Like we are a very high pressing team. And in reality, when you high press successfully the way we do, the ball really isn't in our end too much, in our defensive end. So while it is great for our back line and our goalkeeper, I also want to make sure that the forwards and the midfielders get their kudos for the press that they put on throughout the regular season. There's only a few hiccups here and there, but other than that, we did a great job defending as a team.
All right, so I'm hearing. Oh, there you go. Okay, all right, your picture froze there. Usually it's mine, but it's yours. All right, you're back to normal there. So as the goalie, then junior, Alex Marte, single season record for shutouts, 13. That's a lot of nothing, man. And your first team All-State. What's up?
Want me to pass the laptop to him?
Yeah. Let's see Alex Marte's face up close and personal. Hey, congratulations, Alex.
Thank you.
Uh, Tell our growing fan base a little bit about you. How old are you? What grade are you in?
My name is Alex Marte. I am a junior. Obviously, I go to Caravel, and I am 16 years old.
All right. What got you into soccer?
I started at a young age. My sister mostly encouraged me to start doing it, and I started rec in North Carolina. And I built from there.
Okay. So you say you're from North Carolina?
Yes.
How long have you been here?
9 years,
Okay.
9 to 10 years in Delaware.
And Caravel the whole time?
No, I came to Caravel in 7th grade.
Okay. How do you like it there?
It's good. It's very challenging academically, but I have my teammates that help me get through it, and also a coach.
All right. We didn't meet you last year. Were you on the team last year? On the varsity last year?
I was the starting goalkeeper last year.
Okay. How come they didn't bring you?
I don't know. I don't know.
So they had to wait till you made first team All State. That was the criteria here this year.
Mhm.
All right. So what besides the championship game, what are some of your favorite memories of this past year?
Favorite memory obviously is winning the state tournament. But it's kind of a weird one, but favorite is our Sally's loss. It really showed how we could bounce back as a team. Obviously our first game after we weren't good, and we came back after friends and had some difficult time scoring. And after that we had to really get in before the tournament, and we really knew what a loss meant on our schedule.
Yeah, a couple big wins there against Wilmington Charter, Appoquinimink. You guys were undefeated in Division II again this year. So that it was a 2-1 loss to Sally's. They've been under their head coach. They've won 19 state championships. So a 2-1 game there is definitely nothing to be ashamed of, and you probably learned a lot from that, I would imagine. And all right, we've got a lot of dudes to talk to. Hand it over to the right there. Mason Chapo. What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. So you are how old now?
I'm 15.
You're a sophomore, right?
Yes, sir.
So are you still a captain on this team?
Yes.
Yes, that was one of the things that was interesting that we found out about you last year, that you were named captain by your teammates as a freshman. That's a rare accomplishment for sure. So going into your second year as a captain of the Buccaneers here, what kind of role did you want to take on as one of the leaders?
As a leader, my goal this year was to make sure that everyone stayed in check and make sure everyone knew what we're meant to do and how our plan was. We wanted to win the chip. We wanted to go undefeated, but unfortunately we didn't go undefeated, which sucked, but it showed that it's not going to be easy. We had a few hiccups here and there, but in the end we all stayed together, which was very, very good.
All right. So did you get a chance to take the trophy home and play with it or anything like that?
No.
See, I think that could be a good tradition. Do you anything like that with the trophy?
Well, no.
No.
Well, actually, we all signed it.
You all signed it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, we signed it at the banquet.
Okay. All right, that's cool. That's good. That's good. It's not like the Stanley Cup where the players take it home and then they, do stuff with it or anything like that. Okay. All right. Well, think about that for next year when you win it again.
I will.
Take it around, pose with it, and stuff like that in all sorts of different places. Yeah. All right, Mason. Congratulations. And oh wait, hang on a second. I gotta just the second team. Wait a second. Second team All State for you, Mason?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good for you. Because you're a defender. And you still scored a couple goals. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I'm just looking at stats here. So shutouts are also contributed to you as well, because if you weren't standing there, Alex's job would be a heck of a lot more difficult, wouldn't it? Like if there were no dudes there and other dudes from other team was just coming with nobody to stop him, he wouldn't have 13 shutouts now, would he?
No.
Okay. Pass that over to your right.
Everyone took your talk, yeah.
All right, who's next? Pass that over there, Mason. Congratulations, Sue. All right. And here is Miles Hood.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Regional All-American, second time, first team All-State, third time for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're good, man. 9 goals, 9 assists. What stands out for you this year, Miles?
For me personally, I thought our hard work stood out the most, and what was the factor that led us to do so good in the season. I feel practices were intense, and we pushed each other hard. So in games, it would be, I'm not necessarily saying easy, but it would be good, and we worked hard and pushed our opponents because of the hard work we put in. So.
Yeah, now, are you a senior now?
Yes, sir, I am.
Are you going to play in college?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Do you have a college picked yet?
Not yet. Still looking at a few colleges, though.
Okay. Then you scored goals in the semifinal game and the championship game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's that like for you? Like, just describe what runs through your head after you're running down the field wherever you are, you get a pass to you or you dribble it in, however that plays out, and then you score a goal in the championship game. What runs through your head?
To be honest, it was a emotional thing, especially with it being my last game for Caravel as a senior. It was full of a lot of emotions. I just felt ecstatic to help the team, win the game and really solidify a place in history for Caravel. But it was an amazing feeling to just score and even be there with my friends, like especially being there with them. They made it so much more memorable, the celebrations that we had. So it was just a really, really good feeling.
So speaking of celebrations, when the final whistle or horn blew, who was the first person that you either hugged or high-fived?
Actually, the first person I hugged was Marte.
Okay.
We all ran over to him and kind of dogpiled on him. Yeah.
Okay, why him? Why did everybody run over to him?
I don't know. I feel like
Shut up.
it was a shutout too, but Marte back there is the heart of the team, so I really think piling on him is like we've done it the past 2 years, so continue it.
All right. Well, congratulations and continued success to you.
Thank you.
And let us know when you pick a college or a college picks you, or probably you have to pick a college at this point. You probably have a couple offers, I imagine.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah. All right. Hey, it only takes one,
Mm-hmm.
right? As long as it's one that you want. All right. Slide that over to the right here. And who am I going to meet now? All right. Just reintroduce yourself there, young man.
I'm Zane Akhtar.
What's up, Zane?
So,
And you're a senior now?
yep.
One of the top 11 in the state, first team All-State. And you were a prolific scorer this year. Yeah, for soccer, I mean, to say the word prolific scorer in soccer is kind of a weird thing to say, but because like hardly anybody scores. Hey, has the USA even scored a goal yet in like the 14 games they played in World Cup?
Yeah.
They scored one finally?
Yeah.
Good
They
for them.
scored two.
All right, yeah, but you scored 12 and had 12 assists as well. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. And you're going to play college next year?
Yeah. I'm gonna play at Drexel University.
All right. And why'd you decide to choose Drexel?
I chose Drexel because like one of the main things was they're a really good program. Program wise, like the last 4 years they had a massive improvement, and like I also wanted to be close to home, I had like a couple of other offers, but they were like pretty far away from home, and like Drexel was just like when I went there to visit, it was just like I fell in love with the school and the staff, and the style they play is just so good. So like hopefully next year when I go there, like they also said like I'd probably get a lot of time as a freshman, so another reason I chose them. But
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a cool area up there for sure. Got all those other colleges up there as well. So you scored a goal in the championship game. Talk about what happened on that particular play and what was running through your head when you scored.
so like I saw Finn hit the ball, and like it like started running, and this guy's not running like towards the ball. I just knew I was faster than him, so I just sprinted. And like when I got the touch on the ball, I was like, I gotta go right for goal. And then when I like came near the goalkeeper, I was like, I might miss this. But then like I hit it and I touched off the defender a little bit and it went in. So I was like hyped, and I was like, I really scored in the final again. So yeah, that was what I was going through. I was like, yeah, like I scored another goal in the final. I was just happy. So it was good.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have you grown at all since we met last year?
Yeah, definitely. I've definitely grown.
Tiny bit.
Tiny bit. Tiny bro.
So who of those who were here last year grew the most? Mikey Cook. Now I'm talking height wise or weight wise or both, whatever.
Well, Cook on weight wise, Zad on height wise.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Zane. Pass that back to you, back to your right over your shoulder there. And now we will meet Finley Lum. Hello there, young man.
What's happening, Mr. Marshall?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. How old are you? What grade are you in? Oop, I lost your sound.
I'm 15
Oop,
and
there
I'm
you
a
are.
sophomore.
Okay, sophomore, 15. And second team All-State honors for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
That's pretty amazing because you come from a team full of talented people and you could perhaps get overlooked because of all that other talent. But apparently mixed right in, blended right in. Talk about your season and some of the things that stand out for you from it.
I kind of started off slow in terms of like production throughout the season, but as it went on, I like found my place in the team a little more and kind of started to flourish.
You had 6 assists as a defender there, or do you play a little midfield too?
All defense.
All defense and 6 assists from back there too. Wow. As a sophomore, yeah. All right, fantastic.
Thank you.
And you play club?
Yes.
Who do you play for?
Sporting Delaware in Wilmington.
It's a pretty popular club, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you liked better? Do you like the club team or your school team? It's an unfair question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
I mean, they both have like their benefits, but I think school as a whole is more fun because like we're all really close friends. We see each other every day for almost the entire day, and I mean, we win all the time, so it's a lot more fun at school.
Yes, you do. And were you on the field when the horn went off at the championship game?
Yes, I was.
Who was the first person you grabbed?
This is like an unusual person, but his name's Daniel Homer. He's one of like the reserve players, and he was like the nearest person to me, so I just embraced him.
Okay, and then did you jump on the pile on the goal
I
on your
can't say
goalie?
I did, unfortunately.
No. Okay. Let's see. What else should we know about you? What do you like to do for fun? You play any other sports?
Yeah, I run track, like long distance stuff.
Oh, why?
Also, like,
Why? Yeah, why run long distance? That's horrible.
I don't know. I just, I don't really enjoy it that much, but I'm pretty good at it. So
I don't know anybody enjoys running long distance.
no.
Yeah, so soccer is probably in your future long term then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
sure.
that's much more fun.
Mm.
Yeah, like I talk to the cross country people. I'm like, why did you choose that sport? Right? It's all cold and muddy, and and all that. Got to run through woods and stuff. Soccer, at least, you know, you can score or something. I'm just saying this stuff to see the reaction on your face, man. Congratulations to you. Pass that over to your left. Okay. There he is. The award-winning smile, Mikey Cook. What's going on, man?
What's going on, sir?
All right, so you said you grew the most. How tall are you now? How much you weighing?
I think I'm like 5'10" and a half. Probably 5. I'm gonna say 5'11".
Okay.
And I weigh 160.
Okay. First team All-State for you. 5 goals and an assist. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what's in your immediate future, Mikey?
I plan on playing soccer in college. I'm looking at like a few schools right now. Hoping to commit soon.
What are like your top 3 schools choice? If you can say that. I don't even know if you can say that or not, but if you can, let me know.
I don't want to say that.
Okay, no, that's fine. I have to ask an unfair question every now and then. So, talk about what stands out for you during this past season.
What stood out for me in the season was just how we took a lot of L's throughout our season. Like there was like a lot of like conflicts and stuff like that, like throughout like players, stuff like that. And I feel like once like we saw like the bad was going, we knew we had to like build it back up because we had to see something we were doing. You know, to fix that, and I feel like that's really what powered us to win the game.
All right. And then what are you going to do for the holidays?
Hang with my friends. I'm actually going to Puerto Rico.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, that sounds like fun.
my family.
All right. Well, congratulations to you. Pass that over to your left. Leave us with a smile first, though, man. There you go.
Females.
All right. Zed Akhtar, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So who's taller, you or your brother right now?
Me.
Okay.
I grew the most.
7 goals, 5 assists for you. First team All-State as well. Congratulations. And how about you for college, Zed?
Yeah, I plan to play college soccer. I'm still looking at schools, but I should be coming to my decision pretty soon.
Are you trying to stay away from your brother, or is there a possibility that you might want to join him?
Yeah, I'm going away from him.
Dang, I would have started like that.
I'll remember it.
Oh, that's funny. So here, I'm going to go a little bit of a different direction with you. So these days, high school athletes are more in tune with nutrition. Talk about the role nutrition plays for you. If you do anything different, if you have anybody work with you that you feel might have helped contribute to your success as an athlete.
Yeah, I think nutrition plays a big factor in how you perform on the field. I like to, before a game, always have like a smoothie or something because my mom likes to make those. So she uses like fresh fruit and stuff. And I always like to have like vitamins, take my vitamins, drink milk. They all help. And like eating healthy after the game is pretty good because it allows your body to recover, and I like to make sure I do that. And drink water.
That's very wise. It's very wise. And are you playing any other sports, or are you just sticking with soccer?
Just sticking to soccer. Sometimes I might drift to basketball. I don't know. It might be in the future, one of these days. Thinking about it.
Can you dunk?
Yeah, I can touch the rim.
Okay. Well, if you can dunk, then go to basketball.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. My teammates don't think I can, but like, they don't know. Like, I'd smack all of them in basketball, but it's fine.
So that's a good question. Like, you guys get together, so you play a little maybe you play a little basketball, but you get together, hang out as a group of friends. What other games or sports do you like to play against each other or with each other?
Yeah, when we do meet up on occasions, we'll play FIFA. I'll mess all of them up. I know that. they're not all that great. They're over here like laughing about it. But they all know I'm pretty good at the game.
All right, Zed, congratulations to you. Pass that over to your left. Suyash Singh, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations to you, state championship
Thank you.
winner there. What you do with your medal?
I hang it up on a lamp in my room.
All right.
You know, wake up knowing I'm a state championship. State champion every day.
And you're one of the co-captains as well. Describe your role that you've taken on for yourself and for this team. How are you contributing as a captain?
Me mainly, I just try to be a role model, especially for the younger kids, so they know how to act when they're older and they can lead this team.
All right. Yeah, you're a junior. You started every game, logged the most minutes on the team, so you're probably like pretty tired right now, huh?
Not really. I just went home and took a nap. Came fresh for this interview.
So let me ask you the same question about nutrition, because it is definitely increasingly important for young athletes who want to succeed, especially at a championship level. Talk about nutrition for you, Suyash.
Well, my parents have always made it a point to not put junk food in my body. They always get organic stuff. And I just make it a point, especially during soccer season, to not put anything too damaging in my body so I can perform.
Very wise. Your parents are very wise there. And then what happens if you see some of your team, because you're a captain, what happens if you see some of your teammates like eating junk food or something? Do you step in and try to keep that from happening?
Yeah, slap it out of their hands.
A true leader, indeed. And who's the first person you grabbed, high-fived, or hugged when the final buzzer went off?
Well, going back to before, it was an 8th grader, Yusuf Bowen, and Jackson Blanco, because they were on the team and they won their first championship, and they were like 8th graders and freshmen, so they were the first person I hugged.
All right, let me ask you this question. Do you have any superstitions or anything like that? Any like pregame rituals that you have to go through to kind of motivate yourself, psych yourself up, or just feel lucky that day?
Yeah, I actually do. Before every game, I have a little park in my neighborhood, and I always have to go for walks before a game.
Okay. Yeah, it is a common thread amongst championship athletes. I would say probably 90% of them have some sort of ritual or good luck charm or something like that. So it's always interesting to find out. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Congratulations. Hand it back to Coach Barry there. So, Lance, talk about nutrition from your angle there as head coach. How do you get involved with it, if at all?
So during preseason we talk about it a ton between myself and the assistant coaches. Sam Jester does a really, really good job of making sure they stay. That nutrition is something that they hear and something that's in their ears. We also do something for away games. When we have an away game down at CR, Suyash Academy, or even up at Tower Hill, we'll get food for the boys, some subs, just so they have some food, right? They typically don't play until about 6 o'clock, so 11:15 lunch isn't going to be enough for the boys at a 6 o'clock game. So we try and order capriati's for most of the away trips.
So considering that there's so much running that they have to do you kind of approach the caloric intake angle like maybe a runner, like a long distance runner does? Kind of load up on carbohydrates or anything like that?
Yes and no. We do a lot during the playoffs. We do pasta parties the night before a game that a family hosts at their house, and they get a ton of pasta. It's all really, really good food. But yeah, we try and make sure that they're fed and that they have a ton of hydration and they're ready to go for kickoff.
So, what were the keys to your team's success this year, Coach?
It's tough, but I'd have to say just staying as a team, realizing that the team comes first, and it's not a me thing, it's a we thing, and making sure that we all stay together. Like a lot of these guys said, we had a ton of ups and downs this year, but towards the playoffs and towards the end of it, you could see how tight this group was and how much they meant to each other and how much they enjoyed playing with each other and being on the same field. And they all kind of, about halfway through the year, 3/4 of the way through the year, we started to talk about, hey, this is the last time this group is all going to be together. And we really wanted to make sure we embraced our time with the seniors because it's one hell of a group, and wanted to make sure we did a good job with them and put everything forward for them.
So, give me a little blurb or anecdote about all the guys that you brought here with you today.
I'll start with Suyash in the back. He's my favorite. He does everything that, and a lot of these guys might not like to hear that, but he does. He does all the dirty work. He does stuff that he doesn't need to be recognized for. He's a great leader. He's one who's not going to be on the score sheet. He's one who's not going to be a first-team All-Stater, a second-team All-Stater, but that doesn't affect him and how he conducts himself each and every day. So Suyash, Marte, the goalkeeper, he's a handful, but I love him. Just making sure he stays on his P's and Q's and making sure he stays right is definitely a everyday job, but we enjoy having him. Captain America Chapo would be the captain, the leader, the guy that you can always talk to and make sure, hey, how's the team morale and stuff like that. And he does a really good job making sure we stick together as one. Zed is another very, very underrated player, right? He is the most dangerous winger in the state.
It's a bold statement.
Yeah, I promise you he is. He made outside backs fearful for their game against him, and he knew, and we had talked about that throughout the postseason, was, hey, this is going to be a nightmare for everybody, having to deal with you. Nice. Miles, one of the best players to come through this program behind myself. I'm kidding. But he transferred back to Caravel his sophomore year, and he's a program changer. Just the way he carries himself each and every day at practice, during games, he's a true competitor, and he sets the tone for everybody else around him. Cook. If I had to say one thing about Cook, it's that he is a headache. But he's the kind of headache you want, right? Like he's the kid that you want on your team and you hate playing against. He's a guy that's always going to have his teammates' backs, and he's a guy that's going to make sure he gives you his all each and every day. Not at practice, but during the games for sure.
It's interesting, just not to interrupt there, but Zane said that same thing about, I think it was Zane that said the same thing about Mikey last year, that you're glad he's on his team, and he's definitely a guy you hate to play against. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a guy, like you said, that, like I said, that you want him on your team, you don't want to play against him. You know that when you have the ball and you're playing against him, you're going to feel him every single time you have the ball. Any 50-50 ball in the air, you're going to feel him. When he scores or the team scores, he's going to let you know. And when things are going well, he makes sure that a lot of things go through him, and he definitely will be missed next year.
You got
and then I go to Zane here. Zane is one of the hardest working kids I know, and his dedication to the sport is second to none. There's been a lot of times where Zane and I will butt heads and disagree on things, but we're able to have that conversation and talk things out. He's been one from the start for me. This is my fourth year coaching, so this senior class means a ton to me. And we've definitely been through our ups and downs with Zane, with Zane and Zed talking about, we don't know if we're going to be able to play high school soccer next year because of Academy. And then they always came running back, which is nice. And then lastly, Finn in the back there. Finn's a guy that, like Cook, you want on your team. You don't really like to play against because he's the fittest player in the state by a long shot. And you were talking to him earlier about the cross country thing, or the track and the long distance. If he wasn't so good at soccer, he would be going to a high level Division I for track.
Wow.
He runs a sub 5-minute mile, and he does not stop. He is an engine that just continues to get up and down the side for us. And he's a very unselfish player. He likes to consider himself a center attacking midfielder, but we had such a dominant midfield last year, and this year he was completely okay with playing out of position for us, and I didn't hear much from him. I asked him at the beginning of the year, hey, where do you want to play? I want to play in the midfield, coach. And I looked at him and I said, well, you're not. You're going to play left back for us. And that was the last I heard of it. And he's very unselfish, and I'm excited to see him grow into an eventual Division I soccer player in the next 2 years, and I'm excited to see it.
Awesome. So let me go to just one more thing. I'm going to kind of reverse the roles here and go to the seniors and have each of you talk about your coach there for a minute. Anything you want. Just keep it positive or funnier, though. All right?
Oh, yeah. Very good. Thank you.
All right, so we say some stuff about Lance. We got.
Yep.
So, yeah, me and Lance had a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie. Probably like best coach I had. Because I'm not gonna lie with you, I probably wouldn't have been as hardworking as a player if it wasn't for Lance. It's like I didn't know I could push myself that hard ever. It's like I never knew I could run like that. So like an under 6 mile, and because of Lance, I found out I could. And then like the fitness he does and all the stuff he does for me, just like helped me. So I'm like really appreciative of Lance. And like I know a couple of times we bumped heads, but we get over that quick. Our main goal is always to win the chip. So 2 times in 4 years, pretty good. So yeah, Lance is a great coach. I'm just happy to be coached under him. So yeah, that's what I gotta say.
Awesome. Well said. How about you, Miles?
Well, I've known Coach Lance since I came back. He's probably one of the best coaches I've had. He helped me so much, not just as a soccer player, but also as a person. I hold so much respect for him just because he has pushed me to become one of the best versions of myself. The hard work that I've put in with him, under him, I feel has just made me successful. The hard work we put in at practice, even though maybe we might not have liked it or, been okay with it, but it was what was needed from us. And he knows how to win a state championship, and he's proved it to us 2 times by taking us back to back. So just very, very high respect for him as a coach and as a person. He's helped many of us, not just with soccer, but also in school. He's a guy who always has your back, and we're also very, very thankful for him as a coach and as a person.
There's a lot of maturity in that statement that you just talked about there. You are an outstanding young man. There's only good things ahead in your future, for sure, Miles. Mikey, let's hand it back to Mikey. Let's hear what he has to say. Just want to see him smile again.
Yeah, but Lance, great guy. He's a good guy. Just as a coach and as a role model to me, I look up to him. He always keeps me in check. Even when we don't go the same way on things. We talk it out. We bounce back, and I have a lot of respect for him. He helped me through a lot of stuff, and all the boys too, obviously. He's just a great guy. To look up to and just to talk to too. He keeps it real all the time, and he lets you know when you're wrong, let you know when you're right. So, really be that type of person in your life.
All right, awesome. Well said. All right, let's close it out with Zed there. What do you have to say about your coach there, sir?
Lance is one of my favorite coaches and probably the best coaches I've had. What makes him great is he's easy to talk to. Like other coaches, you might not be able to talk to on a one-on-one basis because they're not as close to you. But Lance, from the start, has made it really easy for any of us, even from the youngest player up, to go and talk to him personally. And he doesn't scare you, even though he might look scary sometimes. He's a good coach in that way. And he also helped me a lot in improving myself as a player and how I act outside of school and how I behave inside school and stuff. That's what makes him such a great coach. I'm really grateful for him.
Yeah, there's an important part of the whole package for sure, not just on the field, but off the field as well, because it definitely translates back onto it. All right, hand it back to the coach there. Let me get one more wide shot of you guys. The Caravel Buccaneers, the Division II Delaware state champions for the second year in a row. And 50% of the years that you have coached there, you have won a state championship, Coach.
Correct.
That's pretty awesome. That is very awesome. Congratulations to you.
I don't plan on slowing down anytime soon either.
Nope,
so.
don't. You're a young guy, so you got many more to go.
Yeah, that's the
for
plan.
Sure. Well, Mosier has 19, I think, over at Sally, so there's a goal for you to reach.
Yeah,
right.
For sure. He's definitely done an extremely good job with his program over there.
He's very old though, so you have plenty of years.
He coached me when I was growing up, so
right.
he knows I'm coming for him.
Yeah. All right, good. All right, gentlemen, thank you for joining me here on Delaware Sports and My Sports Reports. I wish you continued success in whatever that you do. When you guys find your college commitments, let me know so I can celebrate them and announce them to those who watch the show. And look forward to that. Happy holidays, whichever ones you celebrate there. Healthy, happy, joyous holiday season and a happy new year. And wave goodbye as I hit end meeting for all. All right, gentlemen, thanks again. Take great care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I and you are all now out.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. All right. The Caravel Buccaneers, Division II State Boys Soccer Champions for the second year in a row under Lance Berry and the gentleman who joined us today, Miles Hood, Zane Akhtar, Mikey Cook, Zed Akhtar, Alex Marte, Mason Chapo, Finley Lum, and Suyash Singh. All fine young gentlemen, and you can see why they are the championship program that they are. If you have any items of interest that you would like to have me talk about here on the show, send them to me at mysportsreports@gmail.com. Would you like to recommend somebody to have a conversation with here on the show? To me, mysportsreports@gmail.com. Special thanks go out to my wonderful, beautiful wife, Dawnie M., my friends Joey B., Tommy K. And if you would be so kind as to like, share, and subscribe wherever you find these videos, it would help us promote young athletes all around the state. So, free to subscribe. Obviously, it's free to like and share, too. And now, being 4:20 in the afternoon, it is time for afternoon snack here in the home studio in Middletown, Delaware. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Marshal Manlove, and now I am out. Thanks for watching.